Speaking of normal people watching, Chris Statlander against Robin Renegade was the next match. And Robin has a twin sister. And why is her name Charlotte? Robin and Charlotte Renegade. Shouldn't it be like Robin and Renee Renegade or Robin and Rhonda Renegade?
This seems like something Vince would say, that, it has to be the same letter for both names.
Well, but it doesn't say, it doesn't flow. It doesn't flow off your tongue. If one of these girls doesn't flow off my tongue, I don't see what the good of it is. But anyway, Statlander won. And then the Renegade sisters attacked her. And they started playing music, and here came Brian. I called it. I said, they need Jade Cargill back, and they brought Jade Cargill back. So now they're in good hands. They lost Punk, but they got Jade. Jade, you're playing a game. You never will win, girl. But she did here. She beat up the heels and saved Statlander and then picked Statlander up and gave her finish. So they put her over 70 times in a row. She did one job. She took 3 months off. She comes back and she beats up everybody in sight again.
And she feels like a bigger star than everyone in the division.
Yeah, imagine if they'd have pushed somebody else like that. Yeah, but she's aged. Have you noticed that? She's gotten a lot older. Her hair was completely gray.
Well, speaking of gray, let's hope this means a return from Layla Gray.
Oh, that's because we got to get the baddies, right?
I don't know, unless she's like now in a new phase of her life and career, and baddies are a thing in the past. Now she's a goodie.
Now she's a goodie.
Now she's a goodie.
Well, that's the thing. When she dropped the baddies, did the baddies have to turn goodie, or could they continue being baddies?
You know what sucked? The worst thing about this whole thing was Jade does all this. She comes out there, beats everyone up. And I'm like, all right, Jade's back. We'll get some moments to talk about out of this. And then Mark Sterling gets in the ring. And I'm like, no!
Yeah.
No! I forgot he was aligned with her. Which says something, because she was on TV nonstop, and I completely forgot she had the worst manager with her.
Well, now there's competition now for that slot, but Mark does have a good body of work to qualify him.